Hello friends, welcome you all. In this video we will study about coordination compounds. The weightage of this chapter will be 5 marks and with option 7 marks. The very important topics in the coordination compounds are: first one is ligands. In this we should know the definition of ligand and classification of ligand. There will be question on definition and classification. Then second, effective atomic number. There will be question on calculation of effective atomic number of the coordination complexes. Third one is IUPAC nomenclature. We should know all the rules about IUPAC nomenclature for the cationic, anionic and neutral complexes, because there will be question in board, CET and JEE examination also. Then fourth one is isomerism in coordination compounds. There are optical, geometrical and structural isomers in the coordination compounds. There will be question on the identification of isomerism. Then fifth one is bonding in coordination compounds by valence bond theory and crystal field theory. The next we will study about structural isomerism. First of all, we will see what are structural isomers. The isomers having same molecular formula but different structures are called as structural isomerism. The coordination compounds having 4 structural isomerism. The first one is ionization isomerism. What are ionization isomerism? The isomers in which exchange of ligand takes place inside and outside the coordination sphere, they are ionization isomerism. For example, in the first example you can see sulfate ions are present inside the sphere and bromide outside the sphere, and in second example bromide ions are present inside the sphere and sulfate outside the sphere. So these two examples are ionization isomers of each other. Then second is linkage isomer. These isomers are obtained from ambidentate ligand. In this isomer, point of attachment of ligand is different. For example, nitro is the ambidentate ligand. In the first example, point of attachment of the nitro group through the nitrogen atom, and in the second example, point of attachment through the oxygen atom. So these two examples are the linkage isomers of each other. Then third one is coordination isomerism. In this, the exchange of central metal atom which takes place. You can see in the first example, chromium is the central metal atom and ligand is amine, and in the second example, cobalt is the central metal atom and amine is the ligand. Then fourth one is hydrate or solvate isomerism. What are hydrate isomerism? The isomer in which water molecule inside and outside the coordination sphere are different. In first example, 6 water molecules are present inside the square, and in the second example only 4 water molecules are present inside the square and 2 water molecules outside the sphere. The next one is identification of inner and outer orbital complexes. There are many bonding theories like valence bond theory, molecular orbital theory and crystal field theory, but only crystal field theory states the identification of inner and outer orbital complexes. So let us see one by one. What are inner orbital complexes? The complexes which are formed by use of n-1 d orbital in the hybridization. These complexes are obtained by strong field ligands like amine, carbonyl, cyano, etc. These ligand causes the pairing of electron so that the pairing energy is less than crystal field stabilization energy. Hence, spin paired or low spin complexes are obtained. The next, outer orbital complexes. In these complexes, n-d orbitals are used for the hybridization, and these complexes are obtained from weak field ligands like fluoro, chloro, etc. so that there is no pairing of electrons. Hence, the pairing energy is greater than crystal field stabilization energy. Hence, spin free or high spin complexes are obtained. Thank you for watching this video.